National Safe Driving Test. The latest Drive for Life national opinion poll found most people believe every driver should be retested at least every 10 years. We return now to the National Safe Driving Test and your host, Chris Myers.
Are you enjoying finding out just how much you already know about safe driving and maybe how much you don't know? Truth is, we can all stand to review our driving habits and in the process learn something new. Get ready for the second half of the National Safe Driving Test.
Question 6. Congestion seems to be a way of life no matter where you live. How many hours each year does the average American waste sitting in traffic? A. 47 hours. B. 24 hours. C. 10 hours. D. 79 hours. According to Texas A&M University and the Texas Transportation Institute, the answer is A. The average American spends 47 hours per year sitting in traffic. That, of course, is an average. If you live in a major metropolis, you waste more than 60 hours. Nationally, that's 3.7 billion hours per year and 2.3 billion gallons of wasted gas. Total cost? About $63.1 billion.
Traffic is inevitable. How you deal with it is your choice. Patience is a virtue. Take this opportunity to teach it to your children.
Question 7. When are teenage drivers most at risk? A. On weekend nights. B. In a car with 3 or more friends. C. During the summer months. D. When speeding. All of the circumstances greatly increase the likelihood of a crash, but riding in a car with 3 or more occupants is the most dangerous. The answer is B. According to a recent Johns Hopkins University study, the crash rate is 4 times higher when there are 3 or more passengers than when the teen is driving alone.
The new teen drivers, they don't have the experience nor the maturity at this age to really have a good sense of judgment in driving. Also, the brain isn't fully developed at this age. They're still kids, and I think people forget that they're still children.
Question 8. While driving in heavy fog, you should A. Stay to the right of the roadway. B. Turn on your headlights day or night to low beam. C. Turn on your emergency flashers. D. All of the above. The answer is D. All of the above. Remember to keep your low beams on while driving in any foggy situation. High beams will reflect back off the fog and cut your visibility even further. Question 9. How often should you check your vehicle's tire pressure? A. Once a week. B. At least once a month. C. Every 6 months. D. When the oil's changed. The correct answer is B. Tires naturally lose air over time, so it's important to check all tires, including the spare, at least once a month. For an accurate reading, measure tire pressure when the tires are cold, meaning the vehicle hasn't been driven for at least 3 hours.
Every month, and certainly every time the weather changes from cold to hot or from hot to cold, you need to check your tire pressure.
And finally, question 10. What percentage of child safety seats are misused or installed improperly? A. Between 10 and 25%. B. Between 35 and 50%. C. More than 95%. D. Between 70 and 90%. The correct answer is D. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's 2004 study on the misuse of child restraints for children under 80 pounds was slightly more than 72%, although other studies have placed the number as high as 90%. Either number is disturbing.
A parent came in and the car seat was rolling around the back of the car, and they stated that it was having a hard time keeping it straight, and they actually never had the car seat actually attached to the car.
Every car seat is different and every car seat is installed differently. It's easy to get it wrong, so get help.
It's important to have a good car seat, one that's preferably new, has no twists or tears in the harness itself. We're going to turn it over and we're going to actually install it. We're going to use the latch system here.
Harness buckled.
I've checked hundreds of different cars and different car seats, and they're all a little bit different, so it's really important to have a professional take a look at your car. From here, we're going to move it from side to side. You don't want the car seat moving more than an inch from either way. We always tell the parents that once they actually have their child in there, that these belts should not be loose. They should be nice and tight. You shouldn't be able to get your finger right in between there. They should be nice and snug, but not so snug that it's actually pushing your child down in the seat.
And there you have it, 10 questions focusing on issues affecting all of us. Don't feel bad if you miss more than a couple. It's always better to make your mistakes off the road and then learn from them. Learning on the job is a good thing, but learning behind the wheel may not give you a second chance if you make a mistake. When we return, some final thoughts for everyone, especially those of you just beginning to drive.
According to a 2004 survey based on crash report data, residents of Cedar Rapids, Iowa rank as the safest drivers in the United States. Rounding out the top 5 is Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Chattanooga, Tennessee,